Hello LBB, I'm Sneha, a home decor enthusiast and a content creator. Welcome to my pristine paradise. Come on in. So as you enter my foyer, what you see is this beautiful white console and the Buddha and also this tree. This entire thing was made up by a local artisan. I drew a rough sketch on a piece of paper and he inculcated the entire thing very beautifully. If you see, there's this very beautiful handcrafted inlay work that is there. And these little hangings that you see, they were added in the end to give it an even more beautiful look. Basically, my entire entryway is white because I believe that anyone who enters home should come with a peaceful and calm mind, and they should be at ease whenever they are in my house. So while you enter from my foyer, what you see here is a beautiful console. This again has been handcrafted by a local artisan. I like my things to be in brown. There has to be a hint of Indian and contemporary in the home. So this is basically very Indian and artisanal. And what you see here in my dining area is a very contemporary setup. I like colors which are lighter and which make you feel happy. I have a very calm personality, so that's what will definitely reflect in my home. Alright, so this is my dining area, again done in pastel shades. It matches with my curtains. These candles also match my curtains. I have a fetish for everything that is matching. So what you see here right now is a very beautifully decked up dining table. But this is not how it is because I have two kids, and this serves as a multi-purpose table where I make them study. I give them spankings, and sometimes my daughter colors it with crayons because she's 3. So yeah, behind every beautiful home is a reality that is probably not visible on the video. Alright, so these tiny little beings that you see here, these chairs have been handcrafted by local artisans, and as small as they may look, they're extremely comfortable. They're designed ergonomically for your back. So when I sit here, if you see, it's extremely comfortable. It rests my back completely. It also serves as a multi-purpose use. Whenever I have more guests in the house, since it's a 6-seater dining area, this doubles up as dining chairs. So friends and family can enjoy in the dining area with these chairs. So our home is divided into 3 areas. This is the second area, the reading area, and this is my most favorite area because when we moved in here, the first thought process that came to my mind is I wanted a space where I could keep all my books. We're a family of readers. My kids read before sleeping, I read before sleeping, and even my husband reads before sleeping. So it's essential that we have a good place for reading. So as you can see here, these are my daughter's books. Yes, she knows pretty many stories from these. But these are also passed on from her brother to her. My son is 11 and my daughter is 3. I always kept this with the hope of having a second child. So it's lovely to see them sharing these books with each other. And this is like a beautiful sitting area where I generally tend to sit with a nice book, and you can just lounge here and read at ease in the night. So it's a beautiful place to relax and kind of end your day. Now we move into the third area of the room. This is the seating area in my house and the most loved area because this is where I like to host people. This is where my friends come in. This is where my son's friends come in. And this is where we spend most of our time. If you see a coffee table, it's like a 2-piece set. And the reason again being, I like to sit down with my kids. We play board games like Monopoly and Connect 4. And we have a fun time sitting on the ground, cross-legged, and just being ourselves. So this area is again very playful. It has a lot of activity that happens whenever there are people around. this little wallpaper that you see here, I didn't want to do too much of paneling work because it's a rented place again. So I decided to fix this wallpaper here. It kind of adds a little bit of height to the room. The walls are huge, so I wanted to cover up the space, and this is what I did up. And my console is mostly covered with pictures and books. Mostly in every corner of my house you will find books. So as we say, माटी का शरीर है, माटी में ही मिल जाना है. I always keep that in mind, and my bedroom has been done in tones of earthy colors. Let's have a look at my bedroom. Alright, so this is like my little oasis in a stressful life. In Mumbai, it's quite busy, and what you want at the end of the day is to relax yourself and unwind with your partner. So what you see here are like green plants that I have inculcated in the room. It's like my little sanctuary. Also, this entire room has been done up in tandem with nature. This wallpaper here, if you notice, is like plants and trees. A very happy picture that you see when you get up in the morning. My furniture again is made up of rattan or cane, if you call it, and it's got a walnut brown polish on it. It's got this vintage look, and I've tried to add browns to most of my furnishings and my bedspreads, because I feel that it really makes me happy to have something that is connected to the roots. I feel brown is a color which kind of connects you to your roots. It's essential as human beings to be connected to the places that you were brought up and the places where you were born. So again, if you notice these lamps, we have like these stones on the stand of the lamp. That again is in synchronization with nature. This little thing that you see here, it says thankful, because I have 2 rainbow babies. My parents are COVID survivors. So every time I see this, I can only thank God for everything that I have. I couldn't have asked Him for anything more. Alright, this little statue that you see here was bought in 2011 on a trip to Singapore. It's made with limestone, and it's been like this, since almost 13 or 14 years. It's one of my most favorite pieces in the house. This mirror, so many of my friends suggested as per Vastu that you should not have an open mirror in your living room. So I kept thinking of what I should do, and this is how it turned out to be. I made it in the form of a window, so it remains closed and yet it serves its purpose. Alright, so this wall that you see here is like a memory wall. It's got the pictures of my children, my relatives, my friends, my family. So let's move on to the guest bedroom. This is like shades of blue. This room faces the sea, so you know what it is like to have a slice of the sea in a place like Mumbai. It's extremely valuable. It's a luxury, if you could call it. So let's get into this room. So this little cushion that you see here in the shape of a butterfly is something which is very personal, very close to my heart. It reminds me of my paternal grandmother, who always said, "Full pakra sarki khush ra," which means always stay happy like a butterfly. So any part of the world that I travel in, it's surreal, but there is always a butterfly that flies next to me on my happy occasions. Then again, these side table lamps are something that I bought online, and it's like this touchscreen lamp. You just kind of tap on it and it switches on. Alright, so from the guest bedroom, we move on to the children's room. This is a room which is in a bit of an identity crisis because I have a son and I have a daughter. So one likes blue and the other likes pink. My son is 11 and my daughter is 3. So you can imagine the age gap that they both have. And I'm a mother who's stuck in between all this, but I quite enjoy the process. So this little study corner that you see here belongs to my son. I wanted to make it extremely functional. So you can keep your books here, your reading material here, whatever notes the kids make. Again, it's convenient to keep your papers here. You can keep your erasers, pins and stuff like that. I have a little clock put up here so that, when he's studying and if he has to time himself about something, he can always do that. Also, what you see here is my son's keyboard. I made it in such a way that it would save space. At the same time, he could use it. He can lift his keyboard up and keep it whenever he wants to and then just put it back. So this saves space and it also looks very neat and tidy. I like my home to be clean. When you enter the room, basically the study table looks nice and clean. And because of the sunlight that hits the white, it looks even more brighter. So this is a Murphy bed. It's foldable and the height of the bed is just like probably an inch maybe. My maths is bad, I'm sorry. But it was made in such a way that if my kids sleep on the bed and if they happen to fall, they wouldn't get hurt because my daughter takes her naps over here sometimes. So yeah, so this is extremely convenient and it's very, very space saving. I always wanted my kids' room to be an open space where they can play. So this kind of saves space and also the room remains empty so that the kids can play, they can paint and do whatever activities they want when their friends come over. So yeah, that's what I really like about this bed. And that's the reason why I made it in the first place. Alright, so moving in from my children's room to the kitchen, let me show you around the kitchen. So you may be wondering, looking at my kitchen, whether I cook at all. I love cooking, but the fact is that I like my spaces to be nice and clean. I like my countertop to be clean. Once I'm done cooking, it has to be cleaned immediately. That's how I like it to be. So what you see here is what I need on a regular basis. My first cup of chai, a few spoons and scissors and everything that is placed at the top, a jug of water and tissues which I need regularly when I'm cooking. But also what you notice here is a very, very functional kitchen. So when I'm cooking, I have my spoons and my spice box, my foil papers and everything very handy right under the stove. Then you have my cups here, my glasses here, my regular usage glasses here, and again my crockery here, my regular dinner set. So everything that you see here is very functional, but it has been done up in such a way that the moment you enter, the space looks absolutely clean. Alright, so this little place that you see here has my whole heart. These are the places that we have traveled to. They are basically countries, they are cities from India and abroad. So when I look at this, it kind of reminds me of all the experiences that we have had as a family, as a mother, as a father, with our kids. My son started traveling when he was 8 months old. So what I feel is the more you travel, the richer you become in terms of experiences. The more you grasp from people, I think you also learn to be grounded because you realize one thing, that you're actually very, very blessed with what you have. There are people who are probably, kind of striving to find a single meal. So, be thankful for what you have and soak in every place that you travel to. I would love my children to learn gratitude, in any part of the world that they are. They should learn gratitude and they should learn from their experiences. It's very essential. So yeah, this corner really reflects on life experiences more than the fridge magnets from all around the world. Thank you for watching this video. For more such content, please subscribe to